Hello YouTube, thanks for joining me up in my attic for another kind of computer sim type video. We're not actually sim racing today, but I want to do something that will improve the experience for me. So it's going to be a monitor stand. Now that sounds very boring, basic, but it's going to make a big difference, I think, to how I play the game. So I'll explain to you the issues I'm having and why I want to change the monitor stand position and how it's going to affect me in game. So hopefully it'll be a bit more interesting than it sounds. We'll show you the game and everything, and we'll just set it up and just join me for Saturday afternoon. I mean, it's miserable outside, so probably the rain will be knocking itself down on the old window, disturbing the audio, but it is what it is. We'll make the most this afternoon, so I'll show you exactly what my problem is, how we're going to improve it. Right, so as many of you will know from other videos I've made, I was playing Project Cars 2. Loved that game. I've now made a change. I'm playing a Assetto Corsa Competizione. Strange old name, like competition's easier. But anyway, in Project Cars 2, the way I used to drive was on bonnet cam. So I'll show you what that looks like on this monitor now. So, right, so basically that's a bonnet cam setup. Now with my monitor back there, it was kind of alright. The purists, and I'm not a field of view purist. I don't care how anybody plays this in game, but I used to always play like that. When I started playing Assetto Corsa, I thought I want to get used to playing cockpit. So cockpit view, there's a selection. Let's see what it's got. So this is like helmet. I don't use that, it's too far back. So the one I'm using is this one. Now, if you think of like a real car, for instance, steering wheel back here, the dashboard's all the way up there. And another thing is, look how high the dashboard is in relation to like my face. Is high. So what I want to do is move this closer. So what I have been doing is this. I can't move anymore because I'm afraid the monitor will fall off. But what I would like is for that dash there to be either as close to the wheel there as I can, or ideally I'm tempted to try see if I can get the monitor to slip in here. And then maybe have that dash visible. I don't know if that's going to work. Now there is the height issue which we'll look at later, but you can adjust all the settings. If you sim race, you know that you can change all the settings. So what I've bought is this. Right, so I've got this invision mx150 monitor arm. I got it off Amazon, and it's basically just this thing, a clamp to the table, and then it's like sort of a spring loaded type of thing. Although that's under tension, and once the monitor's on, you can adjust the tension. I'll be able to move the monitor on wherever I want to put it. Now the thing is, this is only supposed to go up to a 27-inch monitor. This is a 32. First of all, I thought, well, I'll take a chance, I'll try it. But I read the reviews and people did manage to use 32s on it and had no problem. So I'm going to fit that on, see what we can do with the monitor arrangement, then mess around with the field of view and see if we can just make the whole driving experience feel a little bit better. I don't want the actual true sim experience. I just want to have a bit of fun, you know. Some are really into the immersion. I don't go that far, but I want to make that a bit better. I'd really love to have the TV down lower at least. So yeah, so basically this video is going to be me sticking that arm on and seeing if it feels better when it's done. So disconnect all this stuff, I'm going to move this out of the way and then make a start. So the one thing I'm really glad that I done is when I bought this GT Amiga cockpit, I also bought the casters so we can roll it around. I think an extra 20 quid, but it's well worth it. You can lock them into place, and to move it around you just unclick them. So I'll unclick all of them and then I can slide this out of the way because it's an FDO beast, especially with our seat on it. If you haven't seen my videos before, that's a Fiesta ST seat and they weigh about 20-25 kilos. So add that with the old frame. If you had to try and move around without wheels, this would be a little bit of a mission. You'd be dragging your carpet. In my last video I made up in the attic, someone asked, what's this shackle hanging from the ceiling? I don't know what ideas they had in their head of what they think I do with that, but that's to hang the punch bag, which serves as a footstool down there. Right, so yes, we have a problem. How is that going to fit with that big chunk of steel? that is an issue. The bolt pattern of this is perfect, but that sticks in, and I don't think that's removable. Right, well, I've been rooting through my drawers and I've come across these. Now I think these are to do with this because it looks like they'll work perfectly, and it's like a spacer. So I've got 4 of them to put on, and then it will space out away from that. Now I was thinking surely there's got to be an option. I went looking for the instruction book. There was nothing in the instructions about this. It's a very lacking detail instruction book, but I think they must be. I don't know what else I would have had them for, but they were just in a little bag in one of my drawers, so that should do the trick, people. Right, so that is on. Puts a bit of extra flex on the back of the TV, but I suppose if that's how they designed it, that's how they designed it. Right, so that's pretty cool. You can adjust the tension on the swing arm, but it's not overpowering it. Well, he says I can adjust that to be a little bit tighter. It seems like the more I moved in, the freer it's got, but that's not an issue. I'm going to fiddle with it a bit more, get it right, and then I'll show you what I've done. Right, so I've adjusted the tension on it, and it's working like a charm now. You can pretty much do anything you like with it. Rotate it, although I'm never going to use that view. But that's pretty cool. Well, look at that, boys and girls, a perfect sim racing screen. Now I'm never going to use that. I think even a normal computer, I don't need my screen like that, but just because I could, I thought I would do it. So I'll flip it down now, set it up. Cables, like I said, the DP wire is not long enough, but I did manage to put the power lead in the arm. So I'll flip that now. The only thing is that it's a bit tight for space here, so it's not ideal, so it is a little bit tricky, but you can do it easy enough. Right, so what I'm going to do now is flip that around as it should be, set it up, and you can see what a difference it makes when you're playing driving games. Right, well, I gotta be honest, this has turned out better than expected. It's so versatile, being able to move it up and down. So if I want to see all the screen there, I can do everything I want to do. Then when I get to the race, get ready to turn the volume down for you. Right, so if I go to drive, we go back to that same position. Remember before my monitor was sort of up around there. Let's move it a minute. So now, when I do that, I can pull it right down, and when I'm in my position, this area here obviously is quite hidden by my wheels, so that is what it is. But to be honest, I never really looked much at the data that's on that. Everything I need is here, so works perfectly fine, does exactly what I need. I love it. So yeah, for driving, it feels so much better. Now, I did say to you about maybe I could put it up in there, but it just isn't, and that feels too close to me. I'll end up with square eyes. Oh, I didn't know I'd done this earlier. I hit the button on the bottom, and it took me ages to get the TV back on. That's the only thing I have to be careful. Just about to start a race, and then hit the power button and switch them off. Right, so that back on. Let's give it some volume. I'm going to let you see it in action. Right, so let's have a lap of Monza. Now, don't judge my driving. I've only been playing this game a week, well, less than a week actually, that I've spent a bit of time on it. So I'm definitely not the best. A bit more volume. And I might tweak that field of view a little bit, but for purposes video, we'll leave it as it is. Just gonna go and tell you all. But that is a million times better than it was. I'm really happy with that. And I find that corner so difficult in a set of Corsa. Competizioni. it. Terrible, terrible. I'm blaming it on the co-signers. But it's enough for you to get an idea of what it looks like. I tell you what I should do is, I tell you what I'll do. I'll put you at, come here, you come here. If I hold you now, that's sort of where my eye level is. I'll try and drive one-handed, and hopefully you can see what I see. And tell me what you think of that. At night, lights off, just the screen behind the wheel, make it look really good. But I can't really downshift it. But I'm happy with that. That feels really good. So you are, we'll stop it there. Right, so that was just you enjoying me having a busy Saturday afternoon. So anyway, fills a gap between videos. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I want to make more car videos on the sim actually, so we'll see what the future brings. I do need to upgrade my PC badly. I'm desperate in need of a new graphics card, but if they're not in stock, you can't buy anything, can you? So we'll see what happens. I'm waiting for AMD release. I may try and pick up one of them, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.